What's up, guys? I wanted to do a little late night reading. Let's cleanse the environment, even though it's already cleansed. But this calls in my ancestors, my spirit guides, my angels, Mother Nature, the Galactic Federation, and all the beings that look after us, that protect us, that guide us in the spiritual world. Let's see, right? Let's see what the energy is right now. It's always good to go to sleep in peace. I'm not sure if I said it, but welcome back to Revelation 11:27, where we speak the truth and nothing but the truth. Vow. So maybe there's a wish that you have. Maybe you're hoping for something maybe you're hoping that something works out the way that you've hoped for, right? Maybe you want to make a vow to someone. Maybe you want to make a promise to someone. A promise to a promise that you meet, right? Maybe after some time that you just maybe disregarded that person. Or maybe you're making a vow to God, right? Maybe you're telling God, God, please, if you give me this one chance to do this, to be with this person, just one more chance again, I promise I'm not gonna fuck it up. And you're ready, right? You're ready to allow the universe, to allow God to present you with that opportunity again. Maybe that opportunity that you're so sure about has caused some conflict in your life lately, right? Maybe there's people that maybe you were close to, people that you had around that did not like that idea. And they have their reasons, right? They didn't want you to have a stable relationship or friendship with that person, right? They didn't want you to work as a team with that person. You following this wish of yours has caused a lot of conflict in your life, right? Around people that maybe you consider friends, and they're not really friends. If someone has an issue with you being friends with someone, they're not your friends. They have second motives as to why they're doing that. But we have to be able to see that for what it is. And you just keep on thinking about this vow. You just keep thinking about this wish of yours, this hope of yours. It's always in your mind. But let's see what that wish of yours is. Well, the wish is right there. You want to get close to someone, right? You feel like you're ready to make a vow to someone, right? A promise to someone. Eight of Air, right? This has caused a lot of confusion in your life. This has left you kind of like in a self-imposed prison in your head. Should I do this? Should I not do this? And why? Why have you felt like that? Like, why have you felt confused about using your own free will? Because you have all these people around you that are creating chaos and conflict. So you don't go ahead and do that. But that's what hanging out with the wrong people do, right? That's what hanging around with karmic people do. It confuses you, right? It makes you not take initiative on things that you really want to do. And you're someone who's generous, right? Who likes to share what they have with people. And maybe you haven't been fully yourself lately because of these greedy people that you have around, that they just want you for them. They want to take all of generosity, all of your money, right? All of your success to themselves. And if you were ever to follow your free will, then that would make them upset. Because for some reason, they don't like that person. And you're also someone who's truthful, right? Analytical, you're outspoken. But maybe your free will has been impacted by all of this conflict, all of this unnecessary conflict. And why do people create conflict? To make you confused, right? They create conflict so you doubt yourself. They create conflict to really create an illusion that's not really there. And we have to see these people for truly what they are, right? Two of Earth. You know that by taking this vow, you know that by taking this step forward, that by going on this path is going to make you a more balanced person. Meaning that you are no longer just being on one side of the spectrum. No, of the spectrum. Why did I say that? Whatever floats your boat. But you know that by you going on this journey, right, that by you taking this decision, that by you using your free will, it's going to make you a more balanced person. Because maybe you were missing love before. Maybe you did have money before. Come on, the King of Earth, right? Maybe you're someone that's always had money, but maybe you've been missing love. Right? Love is the most important thing in this world. Without love, there is nothing, right? And by you making this vow to this person, right, that you're ready for, that's going to bring in equilibrium into your life, right? It's going to bring in that balance that you need, because not only will you still have your pentacles, your money, but you will also have love. You'll have a true, genuine friendship, unconditional, right? Because you're so used to all these people giving you conditional love, which kind of comes out as true love, but it's not, right? It's conditional. If you go speak with this person, if you make amends with this person, if you hang out with this person, I want nothing to do with you. And those could be friends telling you that. Those could be your own family members telling you that. And we have to be aware. It's like, why don't you want me to be friends with this person? Why don't you want me to speak with this person? Why don't you? And then if you ask them that, they come out with the craziest ideas. Oh, because this person is this, because this person is that, when really they don't know that person. They have second motives as to why they don't want you to do that. Yeah, you making this vow to this person, you getting closer to this person, that you feel it in your heart, is bringing in that partnership, to a fire. Right? Partnering with someone who has that fire that matches your fire, that ignites your insides, that makes you feel passion for life. Come on, the star. This person is bringing in inspiration into your life. This person is bringing in fulfillment. This person gives you faith, even if you haven't spoken to that person in a while, right? Just the thought of getting closer to that person brings you faith. It brings you faith as to, like, oh, maybe my life is not over. Maybe I was just hanging out with the wrong people. Maybe I'm not really depressed. Maybe I was just depressed because of these people, but this person is bringing in my happiness. This person is bringing in that love, that passion that I need. That is a star, right? And then we have the Page of Fire, which is, come on, the Two of Fire and the Page of Fire. This is a creative new journey. This person is going to bring in that creativity in your life, that enthusiasm into your life, right? That person is going to make you feel motivated. Maybe maybe your mind was a little foggy as to what this person was going to bring into your life, but not only do the cards say it, right? Spirit, God has been giving you signs. Maybe you've been ignoring those signs because of all the conflict that these people that you had around were bringing into your life. And I know how hard it is, right? Maybe these people were really close friends of yours. Maybe these people were family members whose opinion you held so high, right? But we have to understand that as to why it is that someone doesn't want you to be with someone, right? Because if you're not there, who's going to take care of them? If you're going to be happy, they're not going to be happy. So it's time to really open your mind, right? Reflect as to why it is that these people are creating so much conflict for you going here, for you speaking to this person. You know? What is this energy here, Spirit? Okay. I guess I'll read it all. You know? King of Pentacles. Look, we got the King of Pentacles twice. Meaning that you're someone who has always felt secure about themselves, right? You hold that control. You hold that power. You're a business-oriented person. Maybe your businesses were not flourishing. Of course, how could your business flourish when you have all these people using your free will? When you have all these people siphoning your energy, you're unable to come up with ideas. You're unable to come up with new businesses. You're unable to multiply, triple, quadruple your money because these people are siphoning it. These people are stealing it. Page of Wands, Page of Fire, Page of Wands, still the same thing, right? You feel excited about this thing that you've had in your mind. You feel excited to speak with this person. You feel excited to change things around because you've been doing the same thing, right? You're a free-spirited person, and of course you should feel like that. Not only are you a free-spirited person, but you're the Emperor. Come on. The Emperor. All of the kings of the tarot deck combined in one, right? You hold that authority. You're a father figure. And you like to have structure in your life. And maybe you've been feeling kind of depressed lately. Come on, this is the Nine of Swords. In your bed like this, maybe you've been having a lot of sleepless nights, reminiscing as to what things could have been like, reminiscing as to why did I decide to follow these people's footsteps? Why did I do this that took me on this path? And why is it? Because you didn't use your free will before. You let others steal your free will. You let others influence your free will by putting in lies about a specific person, by putting in fear in your mind. But look, something has happened, right? A sudden change in your life recently happened. And this has made you see things differently. This has made you realize a lot. This has made you realize, come on, the world here, that really that person, that path that you always had in your mind was always the right path. Was always what you wanted to do. Then that's why you're feeling like this. And you've been feeling like this. But come on, the tower is not here for any reason. The tower is here to make you realize things. The tower is here because it's not just you realizing things anymore. No, something around you, something in the environment, something with these people has caused for everything to change. Has caused for you to see things differently based on your environment. This is like a real life situation. This is a real life sudden change. Something must have happened with the people around you, with the people that you held close to you. That has made you be like, oh, yeah. Goodbye, people. I am going to follow my heart. I'm going to follow what I've always wanted to follow. And that is amazing, right? And what happened here, Spirit? What is this sudden change? Maybe you've been receiving a lot of unknown calls and texts, right? Like me. Yep. This change has made you realize who your divine feminine is, right? Who the yin to your yang is. Who your mommy is. Someone someone who you know will nurture you with kindness, with real love. Someone who will give you life. That wifey material, right? Someone who will be able to create that home environment for you. And that's what the tower is showing you, who that person is. Pathway. The tower is showing you this sudden realization, this sudden change in your life that you can't deny, has shown you what your true path is, who you should be with, where you should go. Can't be hidden no more, right? The truth can't be hidden. Yeah, you got the Three of Cups and the Moon, meaning that these people that you were partying with, these people that you were spending precious time with, these people all had second motives. These people were all hiding things from you. smiling in your face, right? And backstabbing you when you're not looking. Smiling in your face and talking shit about you when you're not looking. Smiling in your face and also smiling behind your back because, yeah, we got him confused. Yeah, he doesn't know what we're doing. Yeah. But come on. Come on. Come on. This sudden realization has, with the Two of Wands here, has allowed you to look at what you've been doing, where you're currently at, and where you want to head, what you want to do moving forward to change your situation, right? With the Page of Cups here, you know that it's time for love, right? It's time for this new, you need love in your life, and you know that you feel that. That is where love is taking you. This is where love is taking you. 10 of Pentacles. A life full of everything that you've always wanted. Money, wealth, love, enthusiasm, fire, adventures. That is where it's taking you. The tower was necessary. God allowed that tower to fall and crumble so you can be able to see all the deception, so you can be able to see all the masks these people really had in front of your face. The masks of being loving and kind, the masks of being truthful and genuine. That tower allowed for those masks from these people to fall off so you can really see who they really are, and so you can really move on. That is amazing, right? That is, don't feel bad for anything that has happened in the past. Don't feel like guilt. Don't feel shame. No, it is our journey. It is that is how we learn, right? Through towers, through situations that make us realize things. Like Kylie said once, she was like, "This is the year of realizing things." Right, and it's time for the Six of Cups, sharing and receiving, right? Maybe you're sharing and maybe you're going to share and receive with someone that makes you feel like a child again. That is the best way for someone that you have this melancholy feelings for, this loving feelings for, right? And we already know, we already talked about it. That is your divine feminine. Ooh. It says, reach out. You've isolated yourself and are trying to do everything on your own. It's okay to ask for help. So reach out to ask for support at this time. Don't be shy, right? Who can you ask for support from? Is it this person? Do it. What do you have to lose? Don't be shy. Don't be scared. It's okay. Even if you're a macho man, it's okay. It's okay to feel vulnerable again. That is how you get in touch with your feelings, with your emotions. When you feel, that is how you can live. Without feeling, no, it's like if you're just an empty soul. And let's get a message from the universe. It says, this stressful situation is almost coming to an end. We are sending positive energy, financial help, miracles, and life-changing blessings your way. We have to be able to see these blessings. Maybe these blessings may come in forms of you separating yourself. These blessings may come in forms of breakups, of divorces, right? Of moving out from somewhere that you feel comfortable at. Those are blessings in disguise, right? Because you're not able to see it at the moment. But once you do that, you will come in contact with that blessing, with that wish fulfillment, with your destiny. And like I said, guys, I'm always speaking from experience, right? I wouldn't be here right now if I hadn't gone through 1,000,001 things and gotten over it. Not gotten over it, gotten through it and learned from it. Because not everyone learns from their mistakes. Not even mistakes. I don't even like to call them mistakes. I like to call them things that we must experience so we can grow. I like this card. It says, no one can steal your thunder when you're the fucking storm. Period. These people always think they're the thunder, they're the lightning. No. When you step up into your life purpose, when you step up into your path, you're forced to be reckoned with. And these people will just be like mist in the background. Make time to do things that light you the fuck up. Right? It's time for you to choose you. It's time for you to do what you want to do. It's time for you to choose yourself. Maybe because you've been choosing everyone. You've been doing everything that these people wanted you to do. You've been trying to satisfy your family, trying to satisfy people, when really you should be looking out for yourself. Because if you don't look out for yourself, who's going to look out for you? My future is golden. Sparkly explosion of fucking awesomeness. That is your destiny, right? That is why they wanted your destiny, because they wanted that sparkly explosion of awesomeness. No, it is yours. Okay? And something's telling me that you've realized that. See you guys next time.